Hey friends, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology, and let's talk about this. I'm pulling the chart up, the big fat full moon coming in that is bringing a full lunar eclipse with it as well. So, March 14th, we have this full moon lunar eclipse landing at 23 degrees of Virgo. So, we look to see where Virgo lands in our chart to make it personal to us. We plug in 23 degrees of Virgo into our chart and we look to see what house it lights up, if it's touching any planets, so on and so forth. But in general, the collective energy with eclipses, they bring in change. They bring in change on a mass level, right? And it's quick, it's sudden, it's most of the time unexpected, and it brings with it a lot of wisdom. So when we hear that we're having an eclipse, some of us tend to get a little bit antsy about it or nervous about it. But if we dig deeper than that, we can find the true wisdom at the core of these eclipses and what they're trying to teach us. And they come in stories, they come in sections. So this is the first one coming in this year. This will be chapter 1 of your eclipse story, if you will, your eclipse book. So pay a lot of attention what is presenting itself right now in your life with this full moon coming in. What is in the forefront? What is the loudest for you in your life? And we're under a beautiful full moon in Virgo. And with Virgo, we are invited into recognizing our own strength, our own wholeness, and our own divinity, if you will. Virgo is, I think of Virgo as the earth angel. It's opposite sign Pisces as being the angel here, but Virgo is the earth angel because they're very practical, logical. They're here to serve. They're here to set things right. A Virgo, somebody with strong Virgo, can walk into a room and create order out of chaos. They have this ability to show up and say, this isn't working, that's not working. Let me fix it. Here's the plan. Let me make it flowable, right? And Virgo rules our day-to-day life. It's where we show up on a day-to-day basis in our routines and in our responsibilities. So oftentimes Virgo rules our workspace, our work life. Virgo rules things such as our coworkers and the tasks that we set about to do today. So under this full moon in Virgo, I want you to try not to overthink things, not to get stuck in the details, which is all like a side effect of having a lot of Virgo energy in the heavens. But we're going to be conscious around it. One of the biggest things of Virgo is also to cultivate a healthy relationship with the physical body. So that might be up for you too under this full moon. Do you feel healthy in your physical form? Are you eating the right foods for yourself to support your energy? Are you getting enough nutrients? Are you taking the right supplements? So on and so forth. Those are all Virgo conversations. But above all, with the full moon in Virgo and the eclipse happening, we're going to ground because it's an earth sign. We're going to find our center. We're going to find our wholeness, which is a Virgo conversation. Virgo is the sign of the Virgin. It is about purity, wholeness, divinity, like I said. And we all have that within ourselves, right? And those conversations can really be up for us today. With the eclipse, I want you to stabilize yourself and being open to the changes coming in. They're for our own good. Sometimes they can feel like they catch us off guard or blindside us, but ultimately, what is coming in is what it's doing is it's speeding up our growth, it's speeding up our evolution. We are leveling up when we hit eclipse season. Pay attention to what's coming in. Like I said, it's on the 14th, but with eclipses, we can really feel it. Gosh, maybe even a month before the eclipse hits, certainly within like 2 weeks before the eclipse comes in. See what that story is for you. Pay attention because it's going to be continued with our next eclipse coming in. This is simply chapter 1. And we can glean so much wisdom under an eclipse sky. It's called a blood moon because the moon takes on a reddish sort of tint or hue, right? we don't necessarily want to, a lot of people go outside and cleanse their crystals under a full moon, recharge their crystals. We don't necessarily want to do that under an eclipse full moon because the light is hidden, right? It's dark. And so be mindful of that. It's an internal time, even though it's a full moon, but it's time to come back home to yourself and really drop into your wholeness. So 23 degrees of Virgo, look in your chart. Whatever house that lands in for you is where the work lies. It is the theme of this full moon for you. If it's in the fourth house, it's a family theme. If it's in the seventh house, it's your relationships. If it lands in the 11th house, it's your community and your friendships, so on and so forth. Okay, you guys, enjoy this full moon in Virgo. Enjoy this lunar eclipse, and I will be back next week.